For the hardy fans who've endured the dismal weather down on North Beach this week, this morning's third round of the IMB Surfing Masters supplied the answers to all their prayers when the contest's big guns turned on easily the best surfing of the week. But the day was not without its sensations, and certainly the two most talked about heats today were the battles between current world number 2 Barton Lynch and Hawaiian tearaway Sonny Garcia, and former dual world champ Tom Carroll and Avoca Beach's Ross Clark-Jones. In one of the biggest upsets so far, Lynch was clearly outscored by the flashy young Hawaiian, and that's exactly how the judges saw it. Garcia 80 points, Lynch 64.2 points. And Lynch's World Championship prospects now rest on the progress of his main rivals through the remainder of the event. One of those rivals, popular Newport star Tommy Carroll, was involved in a controversial clash with Ross Clark-Jones, who has been one of the performers through the qualifying trials. In quest of a third world crown, and with the knowledge of Lynch's elimination, Carroll had every reason to win, but the young Central Coast rider had other ideas. As has been the case all week, Clark-Jones went for broke and took the heat right to his higher-rated rival. At the finish of the contest, almost everyone on the beach was of the opinion the underdog had done enough to earn the judges' verdict. All except the judges themselves, and Carroll gained a very lucky passage to the third round, 72.8 points to 71. But for most of the crowd, results were rather superfluous today, taking a back seat to some absolutely brilliant and at times quite hazardous wave riding. Leading the way was Queenslander Gary Elkerton, who didn't just master the big early swell, he grabbed it by the throat and throttled it. Perth star Stuart Bedford-Brown, who'd made such an impressive charge through the early rounds, simply could not match the 23-year-old Elkerton. The final score in that heat read Elkerton 104.5 points, Bedford-Brown 56.8. Evergreen Hawaiian Hans Heidemann was too consistent for Bellambi's Robbie Page in their heat. 21-year-old Page tried everything to pick up points, but to no avail. And not to be outdone, Cronulla's charismatic 21-year-old Mark Okulupo, who staged another incredible duel with Coogie's Greg Day. Both surfers pulled off some breathtaking manoeuvres, any one of which could have been a worthy winner of our WIN TV Wave of the Day. Take a look at this display from Oki, taking on the rocks at the south end of the beach in a super barrel ride. Scintillating stuff, and it helped earn the young Cronulla whiz a place in the third round, which was to be completed late this afternoon. All eyes were on defending world champ Tom Curran when he made his first appearance of the Masters today against fellow American Marty Thomas. Curran has kept a fairly low profile during the contest, but he turned on a classy exhibition, sounding a stern warning to those who've tended to write off his chances of winning his third successive crown. Immediately after the heat, Curran analysed his first serious outing of the week.
It's hard to get a good long ride with lots of maneuvers, so that's what I was looking for mostly.
But a great improvement on the waves today, and the surfers are really getting strong performances and results from the conditions here today.
Yeah, it's true. I'm real happy it swung around on southerly because this is a better southerly wave, so yeah, I'm happy for that.
And how did his lesser-known rival see the contest?
I took the heat as just go out and try and surf my best. It didn't make me nervous or anything going against the champ. It's the first time going against him, and when I found out yesterday, I got real excited because I just wanted to go out and put a good show against him. And I felt really strong in the water. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the momentum through the heat to get the good wave, so it looks like he had the edge.
Interest remained on high for the next heat between current circuit leader Newcastle's Damien Hardman and the stylish Avoca surfer Mark Sainsbury. Sainsbury paraded all his customary moves, including, of course, his trademark, the floater. But But fresh from his win at Bells, which elevated him to the top of the Grand Prix standings, replacing Barton Lynch, Hardman was not to be denied, and whatever Sainsbury tried, the Newcastle 21-year-old matched with interest. And at the end of the exciting contest,
I was pretty nervous at the start of that heat. I always have a bit of trouble first round. But once I get on a roll, I seem to be okay. And I was a little bit, my nerves weren't as bad as Bell's out there.
South African Michael Burness came out on top of Dave McCauley. Narrabeen's Glenn Winton proved too good for Manly's Greg Anderson. And veteran Sean Thompson, also a South African surfer, delighted the crowd with his win over Ted Robinson. In one of the more unfortunate results in the third round, defending IMB champ Robbie Bain met his Waterloo at the hands of 24-year-old Charlie Cooan, all the way from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Bain has been battling injury and ill health for the past 2 months and has picked up a dose of tonsillitis while in Wollongong for this event. The likeable Manly surfer spent part of last night in hospital, receiving penicillin shots to help him through the contest, and he admitted not sleeping at all before today's event. Obviously, the events of the past 24 hours affected Bain's performance today, but he was gallant in defeat and was only sorry he could not have been at his best to defend his title. With round 4 of the Masters being wrapped up late this afternoon, there's no doubt day 4 of the contest produced the most exciting surfing of the week. But most importantly, it has served to whet our appetites for what will surely be a spine-tingling climax to both the Masters and, of course, the Speedo Women's Pro, when we could see the deciding of the men's and women's world titles. The girls did not take to the water today, and the Speedo quarterfinals will open proceedings on day 5, finals day at North Wollongong. But to close day 4, a day of colour, characters, controversy and classic waves, we'll leave you with the WIN TV Wave of the Day. Taking the honours on a day when any one of a dozen rides would be a worthy winner, in the face of an onslaught from Mark Okalupo, Coogie's Greg Day rolled 2 waves into 1 and came up trumps.